Tune to this. F sharp minor, pentatonic. First thing, 4 times. I would just rather go. So it's high E, upstroke. 14, B, 17 to 14. And then you got G16 bend. Like your typical blues vibe. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So listen. Next part. Next part is an F sharp minor. Let's try it again. So this is easy. It's what? 17, 16, 14? 17, 15, 14. We're back to 17, 16, 14. From 14 to 11 is a slide. And that's like a D string. And then it sets you up for the ascending. Pinky. You're using 11, 12, 14 on the D and G. Get to the 14 and the G, you slide up to 16. Then you got 14, 15 on the B, 14, 50 on the high E, and then you got a bend, full step bend, B string 17. Next part is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 notes. And it's basically you're playing an F sharp minor pentatonic scale this way. Now it's either those notes or these notes. They're both the same scale. I'm just starting on different points. So the first one is like use whatever one you want. It's kind of hard to do, especially at the speed that Randy's doing it at. And the fact that you are using alternate picking. So it's down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So the first one is low E, 15 to 14. And then you've got A, 14, and then an upstroke on the 17 of the low E. Then you've got, what is that? A, 16, 14, and then D, 14, 16A. You stop at 16, 14, D. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Or it's 1460 on the G, and then 1415 on the B. Right before the taps. So you just need to decide whether you want to go or, like I said, this one starts on an A, this one starts on an F sharp. Same exact scale, different starting points. I can't really tell from the recording which one it is. Me, I would probably go with, because it's all right there. This one, there's going to be a bit of, and there's a bit, this one I'm starting on an F sharp, so I'm using the frets. I'm using 10. So on the low E and the A, I'm using 14-12. And then on the D, I'm using 11-14. Playing that fast with those weird kind of fingerings is less fun than this way. Because, and then you just, whereas here you gotta go. That's awkward. Okay, so you got that much. Let's continue. This next part, I thought it was tapping, it ain't. On B, you're using 10-14. The same exact with high E, but you're also bringing that into it. And that's just a trill on high E using what, 17-19? It's hard because you gotta kind of mute a little bit to separate that these two strings at the 10th fret don't bleed into each other. That's as good as I'm gonna get it right now. The tapping is actually the easiest part of the whole thing, I think. The cool thing about the taps is that it's that interval on all the taps. So you got one here at the, what is that? High E is going to be 9, 12, and 17. There's probably going to be arguments on the order of the tapped notes. You can fight it out amongst yourselves. I'm going to go like this. There are some people who will probably think it's for me, this just sounds easier to do. So let's just go through what the notes actually are. So you got that. Now, just move everything up. Go to the next string, move everything up a half step. Same thing here. Now, the next batch of 4, high E is going to be 4, 7, and 12. Move everything up a half step. That's a solo.